up? We're doing a live stream. For anybody who's watching later that doesn't pop in the live stream, because I'll let everybody know in the live stream as they pop in. We were supposed to do a stream yesterday. We do them Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Yesterday, some moron decided that it was a wonderful idea to get really drunk and drive into a telephone pole near my house. So at the time that I wanted to stream, there was no power. So I'm giving you guys one today. I know it's Thursday. We normally don't do streams on Thursday, but we'll just do one today and tomorrow just to make up for yesterday. So today I actually have a little something different. We're not in the town. We're not at Al's either. This is a build that me and Al and Ace have worked on a long time ago. We kind of stopped, jumped over to the town and a couple other projects, but I wanted to come back and just give you guys a little walkthrough, show you it. We'll probably be coming back to this. We might actually alternate back and forth between Al's Pariston build, our town build, and Random Gen, and this. Because this is a pretty nice one that we did, and it took a long time. So if you come out up here, you can see that we actually have some spikes. Some of the wall is iron, that was or steel, that's actually a mistake in certain spots. But this goes the whole way around the entire base, the wall, and all the spikes. They go the whole way around. There may be a few spots missing in between. We have a double drawbridge. You come over here, pop it up, and they just kind of fall off the end of here and really don't do anything. They just keep going back up and down. It's pretty stupid. Yes, we have an elevator. It is really weird. It looks funny, I know, but the elevators are nice. So you just kind of open here. And I believe you actually have to crawl, I believe, and you go in here. I think you can just do it this way. Then you just jump. And boom, you're at the top. Little secret glitch. We have this up here. We put the sandbags up here so we could shoot. The only thing I don't like about the sandbags, as you can see, is I can shoot real far distances out. But when it comes to things that are close, it's kind of hard. You kind of got to get up here, and there's a chance of falling off, so. We have 4 towers here on all of the wall. They're all connected by catwalks, which will eventually go to the building there. It took us a while to build this. This was actually, I think there's a few people in here if I look. Yeah, you can see all the people. Now some of these people that came in here were just random people. But Zonta, Ace, Al, Daffy here. A lot of the people in here that were playing, they were playing with us. There was a few in here that jumped in the world and actually thought that they were gonna, come after me and kill me. That was a sad mistake on their part. Somebody came in and did that. I don't know what the purpose of that was or what was the point of it. I really don't know. That over there was a whole cave. It was a cave system that they were falling into during Horde Night, and they weren't making it to us. They were actually getting stuck in there and just staying in there. We'd have to go clear them out. So we filled it in with concrete, the top. That way, they just make it walk right across. But here's the towers. I keep zooming in for some reason. Oops. I woke somebody up. Oh, I see her. She's over there. There she is. I'm not terrible. I can get a headshot off on her. They'll die on the spikes. I'm not really worried about it. That is Zonta's little thing he built. I guess a mausoleum. I don't know what the hell it is. Crypt. Then you come over here. I don't know why it's doing that. Anyways, let's get off that. So there is 4 towers here. They all have hatches that lead down, and they look exactly the same, just like this. A railing. You go down here, you can get out to the iron bars. If you back in, you can go all the way down. I need to put lights in here. I don't have them in here. I'll have to get some in here. For some reason, I'm not wearing my helmet. That is... I can't remember who built that, actually. But that... one of the guys that came in decided, he says, I'm going to build a sword, and I'm going to put it on your tower, your 2 towers up front. And I said, hey, if you think you can make it look right, go ahead. And he did. He made it look like a sword, so I give him props there. I believe he used polished steel for the center and the hilt and the guard, and then on the outside of the blade he used steel. I give him props. It was a pretty cool design. I didn't know what he was doing at first, but it was pretty cool. These we got these from the trader. I think there's only like 2. We need to get 2 more. There's one in this one and one over there on that tower. We're working for the other 2 towers. And I'm not sure if I might incorporate some towers, maybe like a tower or some kind of area in between the 2 towers, but we'll see. So yeah, for now, this is the front. You've seen the towers. Let's go around to the if I can get off the ladder, and I don't have any light, so it doesn't really help. Oh. Let's go see if we can find my helmet. So, here we go. This is the way down to the garage, where we have 2 gas pumps, and we normally park our mini bikes. I believe this was broken because... I don't remember why it was like that. I think we made it like that on purpose. Make it look like a garage almost. You know, you need to do something on your bike, you get down there, or put the bike down there. I don't know. I don't know if somebody did that on purpose or not. Then you come up here. We have our crafting stations, our chemistry station, workbench. I believe those are just dump-off chests. I don't know why there's one directly in front, but we have a whole entire storage area here, going from left to right. This was Al. He did this, so I gotta give him credit for that. He made the entire storage system, basically. I believe I made some of it, and I designed these, because this is in multiplayer. This is not in a private game. So I designed these so that way, you know, if they're gonna get through, we're gonna hear him banging on it. I can't remember. Kind of feeling like that's my bag over there, and that's where all my stuff is. I'm gonna have to make my way over there. I believe. Before we go over there, though, I kind of want to show off the rest of this. So this is the entire storage area. Like I said, it's on multiplayer. Everything's locked. Everybody knows the codes that is in this part of it. I don't know why that door's open. So this is actually where everybody was sleeping originally. We have to move some people up that they haven't been on. So if they don't get on, we might just move them ourselves. This was our garden area, but I decided to change it. If you look straight up in the air, you'll see 2 grates. One of which is a glass ceiling on the ceiling, and the other, which is an area that you can actually come down onto and look down upon. This is going to be a fight pit. We're gonna have random spikes out here and flaming, you know, gas barrels. It'll look pretty cool when we're done with it. We haven't finished it though, because like I said, we haven't been on. So let's go over here. If you come up here, these are the sleeping quarters, kind of set up like little bunk rooms almost, for now, till we find a better setup. Then if you come up here, this is actually more of a nicer area. It's probably going to be a lounge area. I'll probably put TVs, couches, and things up here, maybe some bookshelves. So if you come here, there's white adobe, the red floors. If you come over here, I did this pattern in the center of the room. Put some TVs up in here, you know, and then like I said, if you come out here, unlike the area downstairs where it's just iron bars, these are windowed. This area is completely windowed off, and if you look down, you'll be able to see people fighting. This is mainly for if people who want to fight us, you know, like not people that are coming in that, you know, want to kill us. We're just us in general. Like if we want to fight each other, we're just goofing around. That's why we made that. You know, there's no big deal. Eventually, we'll probably move it somewhere else because we're not going to want it right here. That's about. It's only 3 levels. four if you count the basement. And then if you actually come down here, we have a fairly large tunnel system, but I have nothing. I need some torches. Can I make torches? Do I have? I need fat. I know I have a bunch of fat somewhere. We went out hunting. I know that I have fat somewhere. I just have to find them. Maybe not. Maybe we don't have fat. Animal fat. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. We should be able to make some torches with that, I believe. Or do I need the tallow? I do need the tallow, don't I? Oh, that sucks. Oh, no, I don't. We only need one torch. We just light the way with the torch. Because I believe my stuff's all the way over there, and I gotta go over there and get it. So, we'll go over here. We have kind of almost like double doors here. Try to keep these locked though. But and I try to keep an eye on who comes in and who goes. If there's someone here, I usually stick around the base, but there's no one here. So this area here, it's not completely finished. Neither is the one up there. But this is going to be a mini bike path going down here. As you can see, we're probably going to fly like crazy. This is Ace. I'm going to give him credit for this. I got to give Ace credit for this. He did all this digging down to bedrock and a lot more digging. So we have our forge room down here. They're not really set up on blocks or anything, but we have all our forges down here. This can get pretty. But when you're running that many forges, it can get pretty crazy. Yeah, let's I'm gonna be quiet for a second till we get all the way over here. Okay, guys, sorry about that. I was not paying attention and my mic was flipped up a little bit, turned the mute on. Okay, so the tunnel that we just went through, which I don't need this out anymore. Anyways, the tunnel that we just came from is actually a tunnel all the way from our base into this town's bunker here, which is right here. And if I'm not mistaken, there is another bunker somewhere. Nope, maybe I was wrong. Okay, maybe there's not another bunker. But anyways, so we Ace had tunneled all the way. I believe he broke this, so there's that. Yeah, and I don't know why he broke that, but yeah. I believe this is one of the well bunkers. Oh, here it is. Yes. So, cleared all this up. And, hold on one second. I need to check and see on the map here. Sorry about that, guys. Dog went nuts. Somebody was near my yard. Had to deal with that too in the process of looking at the map. So right after that happened. So let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, we were gonna go up here and show. So he blocked it off here, but this actually goes right up into the town. We're gonna have to build. If you look here, you can see this is kind of in an area. We're gonna have to build something here to kind of keep them at bay for the time being, or I believe what he was going to do was he was going to put a drawbridge down, so it'd be level with the ground here, and that's how you would get out. You would just pop the drawbridge, it would come up, and when it closed, it would seal this off. So we'd have to dig it out a little bit more, but he got it going. So this is what we have. We got some of our mini bikes down here. Our mini bikes can kind of go everywhere because there's ramps in the tunnels, out of the tunnels, everywhere. I believe they searched this area as well. Yeah, they did. Yeah, we checked all this out. So for now, I think we'll just take the mini bike here, which should be full of gas. I think it's mine, and we'll head back to the base that we have over here that I can't see because I don't have a light on. There we go. Yeah, now you'll kind of see actually. I mean, before you couldn't really see how far it really was. Hey, Noah. Thanks, man. Yeah, it was. This is an older one, man. This is a way older stream. But hey, Noah, thanks for watching. This is a way older stream. We had this stream out a long time ago, in day 76. Didn't have the same problem finding the mini bike on this one, but yeah. So if you guys are looking on the map here, let me see. I've got a few perps and a few blues. Yeah, we started out. We actually found the mini bike really early in this world. I think it was like day 11, maybe. We found the mini bike schematic. So we actually found. We were searching around this town here to the right, and we found a bunch of wrenches. So we just started wrenching everything down, and we wound up getting tons and tons of bike parts. But if you, I don't know if you were watching earlier, but if you check this out here, this is actually another bunker where we just came out of and came up from. So if you hop onto this bike here, this is actually a tunnel that goes from there, the bunker in that town, all the way back to our base, which isn't in the town in this one. This is actually just a random. We just picked an area, a flat piece of land on a mount, almost like on a hillside. We built here. He's got some torches up, kind of like the way. We really don't need my thing anymore. We're probably gonna switch these to some different kind of, like, maybe less laggy lights, because the torches can, for some reason there's a torch on the ceiling. I don't get that. For some reason it's like that, so we got to get up here. Even the mini bike has trouble getting up this ramp. It's a pain, but it's the easiest way to get these mini bikes in and out of these tunnels, and we use the tunnels a lot. This is the one that we have is the one going east to the town. We're gonna have another one going west, north, and south, so they'll be hitting towns everywhere, and we'll just branch off of those. So when we come up here, we're gonna have to have a light up here. I don't think there's too many lights up here. This is where it gets a little bit harder. We built this just to kind of be able to get them up, and the stairs, which we're gonna have to turn to ramps. It is, but at the same time, it's not. I mean, it's just really boring. You're watching a tunnel go over and over again. It's just, it's fun. Down the ramp is what you mean? Yeah, you fly. Here, I'll give you guys. I'll show you. It'll take us a minute to get back up, but you'll see. You actually, there's been points where I flew so fast down the tunnel that I actually hurt myself because I hit my head off the ceiling. So if you start from right about here, we'll turn the light on so you can see. So we're just gonna fly. As you can see, if you fly off that, you pretty much are bound to smack your head somewhere, and you just fly down. There we go. I was waiting. Yep, see? I hit myself. Yeah. Yeah. The only thing that sucks is going up the ramp. It does not like going up the ramp. It's hard to even get up when you're walking because of how steep it is. You kind of have to jump it. But you have to jump your way up whenever you're walking up. But the mini bike definitely takes a lot better. It goes a little bit faster here and there. But yeah, it's definitely a pain. We'll turn this on real quick because we're about to come up. And then we'll go back out up to the base. And I don't think Noah was watching earlier, so I might have to show a little bit. Yeah, sorry about the not having a stream yesterday, buddy. Some idiot drunk driver, as I said at the beginning of the stream for people watching later on after. He decided that it was a great idea to drive drunk in his car and smacked into a light pole right outside my house. So I had no power. So here is the garage. Like I said, we got our 2 gas pumps. We have a little bit of gas in those, I think. I got a fuse box in here. I was going to put some lights up top and around the ground and everything. We haven't really completely finished this area yet. And then you come up here to our giant wall that we have been working on for some time now. A double drawbridge system, since you haven't seen it. 4 towers, all connected by catwalks. They all will eventually have an ammunition crate up there with ammo and a cooler with food and drinks in it in case it's horde night and you're fighting. This is the entrance to the garage. If you look up to the left, you'll see Al's little addition, his sword. He wants to put more up. We haven't been on this world in a long time, like I said, though. So we have an elevator to get up to the top. For some people that don't know, if you crouch, pop in the elevator, and you close the hatch, and then right after you just hit the X button, and what happens is you get up to the top, all the hatches are closed. The reason it does that is because when you jump, it doesn't know where to put you, so it puts you on the closest area that it thinks is ground, which is this. So it's an easy way to get up and down. I need to put some kind of a hay bale area down so it's a lot easier to jump down. But for now, we're just gonna hop down here. So I don't know where I don't think there is one here actually. So there's only, actually I only have one. I have one over there at that base. There's a ammunition crate at that tower, I mean. And then we'll do a quick one for Noah, because I know I already did this for you guys once or twice. That door, Noah, goes out to there. The whole wall is surrounded by spikes all the way around. So with the iron bars, they go all the way around. This area over here to the right of the main base is going to eventually be a armory. I'm probably going to make it, it's going to be like a maze almost in the center, because this is multiplayer, so people can come in and take whatever they want. So I'm going to make this all steel, and I'm going to make a bunch of walls going around and around and around until the center, where there will be our big a big armor area, and it'll be surrounded by more steel so that nobody can get in. For now, we have I wouldn't say impenetrable. I mean, someone could easily hop some blocks and jump over, but they're going to be met with a sniper rifle and some shotguns. And they got to get through everything. So this is the first area. Everybody was sleeping down here originally. If you come up here, you have sleeping quarters. Down there was our garden. That is now our friendly fight pit. Then you come up here, and this is an area that I designed, kind of a hangout area. There'll be couches, TVs, and everything up here. We haven't, like I said, it's not done yet. But glass windows. And actually, if you want to watch the fight for entertainment, you come right down here and you just watch. Or you can go up there and look through the iron bars. It's really up to you, whatever you really want to do. And then we'll show you the last part here, Noah. If you go down here, this is my secure storage area. So if anybody tries to come in, they need to get anything, I'm going to hear them banging on the iron. It's going to be loud. The jail door's iron. It's going to be loud. I'm going to hear it. And like I said, you've seen the tunnel. That's part of the tunnel. We got our workstations here. Forge room is down at the bottom of the ramp, about the tunnel. Garage. So that's this. We haven't spent too much time on it lately. We've been working on the town. Mine and Al's. We kind of stopped this to work on the town, so that's why it's kind of sitting here not really doing anything. But hopefully At some point in the close future, we're going to come back to this and work on it a little bit more. Actually, I didn't dig out that tunnel, so I can't take credit for that. That was our buddy Ace. He did the entire tunnel himself. He did have an auger, so I don't actually know how long it took him. I know digging down to bedrock took him quite some time, with the way he was doing the ramps. But I think once he got down to bedrock, digging the tunnel to the town wasn't too bad for him, because it was pretty much straight. He wasn't having too many issues with it. He's pretty good at, that's just kind of his thing. He likes to tunnel. He's a tunnel rat, so that's what we let him do. He tunnels pretty much. He does all our tunneling and pretty much going everywhere. Normally that's where he likes to hang out, is in the tunnel. That's Ace's kind of thing. And he's really good at it, so we let him do it. 4 days. It's probably a little longer than 4 days in game time. I think that this tunnel here alone, or not, not game days, you're saying 4 days in general. I think it was actually, yeah, probably about a week, I'd say it took him to dig this out. He dug straight down. I mean, we weren't doing this all day, every day. It wasn't every hour. But he probably worked on it, like, I'd say about 2-3 hours a day, probably for about 5 days, maybe 5-6 days, something like that. And he got bedrock but 2 days. I think it took him 2 or 3 days. And then the tunnel out there to this town here took him, I think it was about 2 or 3 days too. And then he built a ramp going up to the top and a ramp. He built a ramp going up from bedrock to the bunker room, and then from the bunker room he built another ramp going up to the surface, which he still hasn't finished. It needs to be, there's going to be a drawbridge over top of the hole, and that's how you're going to get in and out, which is actually where we kind of came up with our idea for our town in the random gem world we have on the other world where we're doing the town. That's how you're going to get in and out of the town as well. So this was one of the ones that we had a bunch of people on. You can see now some of these people they weren't really helping. Zonta helped, Ace here helped, Al helped. I want to give them all credit. Daffy helped. There's a few people in here that helped. I think Omni helped. There's a couple people in here that did help that I don't remember their names. Defar, I think he helped. But a lot of the people that came in here, because it was survivalist. Oh, okay, no, I'll see you later. Because it was on survival, just wanted to kill us. Wanted to kind of come in and fuck shit up. So a lot of them, we either killed them so many times that they got annoyed, or we killed them so many times that we got annoyed, and we just kind of backed the server off and turned it back on so they just go away. I think that's it for this one. I don't have anybody on right now with me. It's just me, myself today. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to hop off this one and jump on to our other one, our town build. Check out how that's going. I don't know why it is so bright over here. It's just a weird graphic, I guess. Okay. So we'll log out of this one. Maybe we'll do a stream on this one. We'll do some progress on it, maybe add some things to it. This was one of our builds that we did a while ago. But we'll check over and show you what we've done in the town so far, so you guys can check it out and see. What we did over here. Let's see. We're gonna hop over to the other one now. So that was the Pittsburgh build. If any of you didn't catch it, you can back up later. we'll go over to the town and give you guys an update on the town now. Show you what we did. It's not too much. We didn't make too much progress, honestly. We found some kind of disturbing news out. When you lay ground down, grassy ground, at least on the console version, it might be different on the PC version. When you lay console ground, it does not count as a player block. It actually counts. It doesn't. You have to lay a block down. As from what I'm understanding, because on Horde Night, they still spawn on grass. Now they won't spawn on my roads or anything that I built with blocks. But when it comes to ground, for some reason, when there's ground, they spawn on it. So we actually are in the process of fixing that now. We're just digging. It's a lot of digging. I'm not going to show you guys that because that would be quite annoying to watch me dig for hours. It's tedious and annoying. So instead, I'll just show you kind of what we've done so far, progress-wise with it. We're just going to dig everything out. And what we found that works is if you just lay wood frames down underneath the ground, it counts that as a player block. So they're not going to spawn on it because there's blocks underneath it. So that's how you have to do it. You have to lay some kind of a player block down. Now, I've heard a rumor that you can lay land claim blocks down, and that counts as an area that they won't spawn in, a certain area by certain area. I don't know if that works or not. I know that the wood frames work for me because I've done it once, and it works. They don't spawn on it. They don't even come close to anywhere near it. Now I haven't seen any spawn on my grass, so I don't know if I don't know if it plays a factor in mine. See, the reason we found out about this, and I'll take you over here to show you, how we found out was the fact that I don't exactly know where I'm going. Okay, got my gas in there. If you hop over here, this is the area we relayed. Now, I haven't seen them spawn on this, but I have seen them be on it. So I don't know if they're spawning here. You can see the bodies. I don't know if they're spawning here or if they're spawning in here. Or they could even be spawning back there and walking over here. There's really no, other than these railings here that are blocking them. I mean, they can walk through here, and they can walk through here and get over here. So they could be doing it that way, but I don't think it's happening that way. I think they actually are spawning on the grass. So for that, because they're spawning on the grass, I think we're going to do is, it's unfortunate, we're going to have to dig all this up again, which is fine, and we'll relay it. It is going to just be a back step because we have to redig it up. I don't know if they're spawning on it, like I said, but they spawned on it on Al's world, and he laid ground down, so I'm assuming ground does not count as a player laid block. It just doesn't. So we have this dug out. I believe I only have a small area left over here. But I actually have to go down one more block of ground. So I have to dig this thing out here. And then I have to do an additional layer down. And then we're going to lay frames down. But what we did do is I did this strip here to the intersection here. And then I'm just going to continue it down this way. I see I have some pavers laid down here, and I have some pavers laid down there. We're just going to continue to do the road this way. We're going to loop it around to the road up here, and then we'll fill in these roads. But for when it comes to the ground does not count, apparently, on the console version, at least, as a player-laid block. So if you lay ground down, they still spawn on it. So what you have to do is you have to dig 2 layers down, lay blocks, whether it be wood frames, whatever you want to lay down. I use wood frames just because it's easier to get wood. Wood's, not hard to get or maintain. And we'll just lay them down and then lay ground over top of them. I know that when I've done that on previous builds, they don't spawn on it. like I said, they could be spawning over here and walking over and jumping over and going over into this grass, but I don't want to take the chance of them being able to spawn on my grass here that we're laying once the wall is completely built. You know, I don't want that. So for now, we're just going to redig it and redo it that way. It's going to be a pain, but it'll be alright. If you come down here, I guess he planted some yucca back there. I did not know that. I am cold, apparently. Let's hurry up and throw my coat on and get my stuff out. I don't know what he did with my things here. I don't know if he puts them in my chest. What he did with them. He might have them on him, for all I know. I think he has them on him. He does. Okay, so right now I don't have my sniper rifle, which is fine. Al has it. So Al has finished part of what he was doing, so I'll show that to you guys in a second here. I think I need to get some food. Apparently these are damaged. I don't like that. I don't have my thing either. Okay. Eat some food. That'll heat me up. Some tea. Got some tea. Good on that. I guess he's planning on building something over there too. He's got cabinets going out. So if you come down here, these are underground apartments that he built. Al stopped here. I guess he's planning on adding more. He's got mailboxes out front. So we'll just take a check in here and see what he did. So he's got couches and table. I'm assuming he's planning on putting a TV here. He's got a table here. Oh, that's cool. He picked up some bar stools from the trader. That's cool. He did the cabinets. I guess he picked up a stove. The fridge you can make. The sink you can make. I don't know. I guess you can. You might be able to attach a faucet. I didn't think about that. He probably is planning on attaching a faucet there too. He's got cabinets going the whole way around. He's got a king-size bed and 2 dressers and a closet. Cool. Okay. So this is pretty cool. So Al built almost like a bunch of underground apartments here, if you can tell. That one looks like it's not done. Is this one? That one's locked. So he doesn't have everything laid down in here. Oh, he's got bar stools in here too. The room's not done here, but you get the idea of what he's building here. He's gonna have a couple of them, I guess. I like it. I think it's pretty cool. He built like little apartments almost down here, with you know, bar, stool, bar here, kind of countertop, table. And I guess he's putting a TV up there, I'm assuming. King size bed and all that. So he's just building, I guess, a few of them down here for the people that come in and help and everything. So they have rooms they can kind of stay, because this is kind of what our base operation is right now, is this. So there wasn't, like I said, there's not too much crazy stuff done. We did update the horde base a little bit. I'll go show you guys that. We upgraded a lot of things on it that weren't upgraded before. We're probably going to be getting rid of the stairs here and just connecting to the platform over there. So let's hop over here. Check it out real quick. We found a pretty cool thing out that we're gonna use for this catwalk here. If you turn these catwalks upside down with the railings when you upgrade them, they kind of make almost like a cage. So you can have almost a caged area with a vault door here, and you can still shoot through it. But what he did is he upgraded all the spikes over here and added a bunch more around the stairs, and upgraded all these to solid iron. I don't know why that's like that. 1 second, guys. Okay, so Mr. Crow, hey, how you doing, man? Thanks for watching, and thanks for the sub. So yeah, Al upgraded all the iron spikes here. We repaired all the concrete over here. We repaired the wall after Horde Night, and like he added a bunch of spikes. Like I said, we're gonna do this design across the whole catwalk, so it'd be kind of like a caged in look. Go into the Horde base with a vault door here, probably add a vault door over there too, and then we'll probably add a connection here to the catwalk. Yeah, not too much was done. My name, most people don't even call me that. Most people just call me Nick. So if you want to just call me Nick, guys, that's fine. Anybody's watching, I don't mind being called Nick. My real name is actually Nico. So that's how you kind of get the NDemasi. That's part of first initial, last name, and then 19 was actually. I think it was my. That was my. I think it was my. I can't remember if that was my football number or basketball number. Oh yeah, sure. Thanks, man. No problem. So yeah, we haven't done too much here. Yeah, I caught a little bit of your stream last night for about a minute or two, but I couldn't stay and watch. But I was liking what I was seeing. I liked. I think you were hunting at the time. So yeah, we didn't do too much with the roads or nothing because we found out the fact that grass ground does not count as a player laid block. So you cannot lay grassy ground down. Thank you very much. Yeah, I seen that you were having a little bit of trouble. Yeah. So this is what Al added. I think I showed it off before. Yeah, Wasteland's rough, man, with the dogs and the mines and everything. I try to stay out of the wasteland and the burnt biome as much as I possibly can. It's just not good. It's not a nice area to be in. For instance, like if you look over here, we have a trader that's actually right here, and it's in the worst spot possible. He's right in the burnt biome. It's horrible. Yeah, this is Al. Al hasn't completely finished it yet. So far, I think he has 4. He's planning on pushing it out some more. But the way he did it was, you know, everybody has mailboxes. They got a little hangout area. Probably be a TV, table, bar, kitchen. He's got to put the sink, the faucet on the sink still. And then king size bed, dressers, closet. I don't think there's anything in here right now. This is my room that he built for me. And I closed myself in the damn door. And then, yeah, that's what he was kind of working on. I didn't know what it was because originally this was all you seen was this frame here, and it was just nothing but a tunnel. So I guess he added some things, paintings on the wall, mailboxes. I think this is Al's room. If I had some turds, I'd probably put one in Al's mailbox. But I don't have any human turds, so. So yeah, not too much craziness was done. You know, all this stuff was pretty much here. That's just the way to the Horde base and the forge room. There's some iron deposits down there. It's just basically a mine. At least I think it is, unless he did something. No, it's just a mine. He just added a little entryway. Yeah, this whole thing in here, everything that you see from all the way down here, that's all dug out. I think there's still some spots that have. I can't see them. There was still some spots. I don't know if there is anymore. This was all iron. Just tons and tons of iron. I mean, we got ridiculous amount of forged iron out of this area here. Up here. It's a pretty big area. That, yeah. So this is. We haven't done too much to the town. we were working on Al's Pariston build on Navis Gain. He's converting the town over. It's a lot smaller than mine, his Pariston one. I think it's literally only like, probably maybe like this big, about this big. His town. It might be 4. It might, yeah. I think it might be this big. It's much smaller than mine. Much smaller. He's doing different road designs and all kind of things on his. So ours is a little different, but yeah, you seen that we were digging that out. I have to redig this whole thing out, which is gonna suck so bad because I have to dig it up not only once, but I have to go down 2 blocks, dig 2 blocks up to lay wood frames down. So if you're ever laying ground, anybody who's watching now or who watches later, if you're ever gonna lay ground down in an area and you think you're gonna be okay, you're not. You need to put a player-made block underneath because the ground does not count as a player-made block. I thought it did because you have to make grassy ground and you have to craft it. So I assumed it would count. It does not count. You need to have a block underneath it. It sucks. But we'll do it. It's not a big deal. Oh, there you are. Took me so long to get this Magnum, and I love it. Oh, get out of here. Go away. Bastard. Dude, go away. Kind of just wasting ammo here. Is that it? Is there no more? Oh, how the hell did you get up there? I'm missing headshots, which is not like me. I love the mag, very nice when you get... Yeah, the mag kind of ends all problems for the most part, except for it doesn't really do much against the Pharaoh. You kind of have to just deal with that. Go away, man. Oh, you frickin'. There we go. Stay down. He's like in the middle of it. Oh my god. He's in the worst spot ever. He was in the middle of it. No, you're not hitting me. Piss off. What the hell is that? Ooh, an egg. So yeah, we've got some more work to do here. It's not really a big update to show you guys. Al, on Friday though, we're gonna do a Pariston update for him, with him. Probably sometime in the morning, I'm hoping, if he's available. If not, we'll have to do it on Monday. He's been working on it a lot though. So this is what we have so far. We really don't have too much extra to show you guys, like I said, other than this patch of road here that we updated here, and updating the horde base, and he did a little bit downstairs. Not too much with the roads going on that we wanted. We're working on it, trying to do the roads here, getting these roads done. We did extend the wall out. The wall goes all the way to here now, so it's no longer stops back here. It goes all the way down and wraps around to here. I did it that way because it seems to be that was actually the first bit of zombies I've seen in a few days in the town. They don't spawn too much because of the wall. I guess kind of deters them. Most of them stay over there where the forge room is. They spawn over there, so I don't have to worry about it too much. But yeah, this is pretty much it. Probably it for the stream. I don't want to sit here and make you guys watch me dig and dig and dig. It's pretty boring to watch someone do that over and over again. I do have an issues with lag, Mr. Crow. Actually, if anybody wants to know, if you're playing with probably, I'd say, more than 2 people, you're going to want to turn off your... See, there it is right there. See her? I think she spawned over here. I don't see anywhere else that she would have spawned other than on this ground. So, yeah, we have to dig it up. Yeah, if you're playing with 2 or more people, you're going to want to take off your rendering. Your distant, if you render distant terrain like I do, I like the way it looks. I like to be able to look that way and see the mountain in between the trees here, and see distant terrain like you can see the mountain line there. I like that. It actually helps a lot. It renders in things that that really don't normally render in. Like if you don't have distant rendering in, you wouldn't be able to see that house up there, the blue house, or the building right there, the store. You wouldn't see any of that without distant rendering on. It doesn't come in. So if you're doing a stream or you're streaming with people and you're supporting their internet connection as well, you're probably gonna want to turn off distant terrain. I don't have too many problems with it too much, but when I do, I just back out, turn it off, and just continue the stream. Oh, with all the trees, yeah. You know what? No, I actually haven't had any issues with the trees. I don't know if it's because the catwalks, but I can walk up and down. Now, I don't have, like I said, I don't have the whole town done yet, but I don't get too much lag. I can usually go up and down. Sometimes like you get caught on the tree here, and you'll wind up bouncing up, or you'll get caught on the railing, wind up bouncing over. But for the most part, I don't have lag, no lag issues. It's mainly when I have other people on, and I'm trying to support their internet connection. If they don't have a really good connection to the internet already, it puts a lot of strain on mine. So, but no issues with lag with the trees. And I think it's because, honestly, see, there's another one. When you do a tree farm, which is a lot of people do, the tree farm, most of the trees that when they do that are like directly side by side. Like there's no space in between them like this. And I think that causes a lot of issues. Because these are spaced out and they're not like going side by side like this way, I think they're fine. They don't cause too many issues for me. I did notice that torches do it for me. If I have too, see, they're either spawning in these buildings here, which really sucks because it means I have to rip them up and redo them all, or they're spawning on the ground, but I haven't seen, so I don't know. So yeah, for the most part, I don't have too much problems with lag, but torches do. Torches, for some reason. I had one build where I had too many torches in an area, because I like the way the torches light better than lights do sometimes. Certain lights in the crafting station, they don't light very well, or they only light a really small area. When you put a torch up, it lights the entire area. I like that a lot better. Yeah, when I'm done, I don't know if it's going to cause any lag. For now, it seems to be okay. I mean, we probably have, just here alone, I mean, we probably got 50 to 100 trees here in the 4 blocks, in these 4 streets. I think it might be, I don't know. Let's count them and find out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So yeah, 23 times 4, it's about 100. Yeah, torches, the lighting is so much better, but the lag is so horrible with them whenever you use too many. So yeah, there's 23 trees per road. So I'm assuming, I mean, that's what? That's 23, that's 4, 90... What is it, 90? 92? I'm trying to think. Something like, yeah, 92 trees per block. So there's 92 here, and I don't have any issues, so I don't really see an issue arising. Now, I did have an issue over here. If you look at this kind of indented area here, we had a tree farm here, and they were side by side by side by side, directly beside each other. And when I had those, I did have a lot of issues. And those were maples, so I don't know if that plays a factor either. If maple trees cause more lag than pine does, because pine grows so high that, you know, that's why we use pine anyways, because it grows so high. If you try to put a catwalk on maple trees, the red maples, they don't look good. The branches kind of like cover the walkway, you can't see. That could be why too. There could be lag. It could be the trees, the different trees cause more lag than others. I don't know how to test. I don't know if that theory's obviously not proven, but yeah, there's a lot of lag issues. Like right there, I'll have a couple seconds here and there, like where I might stop, pause for a minute when I'm walking, but Nothing too bad. So for now, this is pretty much it. We didn't do too much, so I showed you guys this. I wanted to give you guys a stream for today. I showed you the Pittsburgh build. Mr. No, if you get a chance, or Mr. Crow, if you get a chance, you want to go back a little bit in the stream about, I think it's about the beginning, from the beginning on, you'll see there's another build world that we work on as well. There's 3 total, so if you want to check that one out, that is what I am. So close, I think might look into the maple versus pine. Yeah, I think that's what I mean. I think you're right. I think the pines are easier. I think the pines, because they're so when the world renders it in, it's so high up that it really doesn't have to render that much in it. You know, at a distant, the pines just need to render in a little bit. They don't really need to go all crazy with the. When you look at a maple, I mean, there's so many different branches and the leaves and it's way more rounded, and there's a little bit more detail to a maple than there is to a pine. A pine pretty much just goes straight up, and there's a little bit green on the top, and that's really it. So that very well could be a thing. I don't know for sure, but yeah, pines seem to cause less lag for me than maples do. I had a maple farm over there. Actually, I think I still have one over here. We could go test that theory out a little bit. Let's go hang out over here a little bit and see if these maples kind of make us lag a little bit more. That'd be something interesting to know, so at least if you know. Because I've seen people have pine tree farms and they don't lag. I've seen them have their entire base surrounded in pine trees. That was kind of like their wall of defense against the zombies. It was pretty funny. But it actually worked. And they didn't get too much lag. The one thing I do really wish that really makes me mad is these birch trees are not plantable. These white ones. You can't get a seed from them. That bothers me. I feel like, you know, if it's in the game, you should be able to make it and have it. Oops. Oops. You did. Go away. Go away. Oh, man, this is good. I'm not going to get it off in time. I did. I got it off. Something's coming behind me. Where's he at? Go away. Oh, come on. That should be dead. You're dead. Oh, I see one. He's coming over there. Yeah, so here we have a pine one, or a maple over here. Let's see if it causes some more lag. There's not too many over here, but we can check it out and see. This is where the wall stops. Nice shoot. Yeah. Yeah. That's the American way. Fire until something dies. So, I don't know. I don't have too much problems here, though. Although I'm not supporting anybody, so that could be another thing, you know. I'm supporting this. I'm putting the stream out, yeah, but I don't have anybody on here, and I'm running around these things like zigzagging. It's not causing too much. Nothing, really. Doesn't seem to affect it, honestly. Maybe there's not enough, but I mean, there's a lot in this little area here. Really close together. I mean, you can see there's a lot more to render in with the little individual leaves here. The branches. I don't have any issues though. Look, I'm running around. I'm not having any problems. So, yeah, it's not too bad. I don't know. Maybe it's when people are on for the most part. I gotta break those trees down there. They're annoying. They're overlapping my thing. Yeah, it's weird. Maybe it's when you're supporting people. That could be another thing. It could play a factor in only when you're supporting people. That's when the lag really kicks in for the most part. But I haven't had too much. I get lag from zombies a lot. Like on Horde nights, if I get too many zombies in one area or too many bodies, See? American shooting. If I get too many bodies in one area, it definitely plays a factor in my lag a lot. Especially even just the blobs, the whatever you call them, meat blobs or whatever, or when they die. Meat blobs. That's copyrighted. Don't ever use it. I'm just kidding. Gore blobs, whatever you want to call them. That's the only time I really have issues is with the zombies. When there's too many dead bodies, you know, their bodies on the ground, and I haven't picked them up. This is if I have too many carcasses around. Yeah, that's the issue I get. Like these, if I have too many of those around, I have issues. Even on a horde night, call them gore blocks. That's what I meant. Yeah, gore blocks, meat blobs, whatever. Whatever. Yeah, I think if I'm not mistaken, trying to think what world it was on. We had a world at one point where it was almost like it was a day like 300 or 600. Might have been. I can't remember. It was really deep. It was way in. I like meat blobs too. I think it sounds better. It just flows. We had a world. It was like I think it was day 600, and I was hosting it. And when the horde night came, there was so many zombies that my game would literally just start to lag, and I just couldn't stop it. I mean, it would every once in a while it would blue screen because the lag would get so bad and so intense. Because the longer you play the game, the more days you're in, and the more zombies you get on horde night, the harder they're going to be, the more hard ones you're going to get. But for the most part, I don't have too many issues with lag. I'm pretty lucky on that aspect. So, yeah, if anybody gets a chance, check out Mr. Crow on YouTube. He has a good channel. He does good videos. He's good content. And as well, you can check out Life is a Game. They do some good content too. Shout out to them, and a shout out to Mr. Crow. They all do good content. That's interesting. Look, no zombie here, but a zombie over here. You have no arm, bitch. Shoot your leg off. Oh, they're spawning in the building. I don't have to dig it up. We found it out. They're spawning in the buildings. That's what it is. We just have to relay the floors in the buildings. Okay. You dead. You're dead. So we figured it out. The ground does... Ooh, I got a trophy. Dirty Larry. I am Dirty Larry. So they don't spawn on the grassy ground. They're spawning in the buildings. So, we're going to test the theory out when we get a chance. 40 kills with the mag. Yeah, I just started using it. I think it was like... I think it was the last world we were on, but I only used it for a little bit because we stopped. But, yeah, I think we're going to relay these blocks here and see if that helps. So we'll relay this and the floor up here, and I guess we'll have to relay the ceiling, which will be a pain in the ass. We'll relay all the flooring up here and everything and see if that helps. Yeah, you can't make the carpet blocks. It's whatever. I can make the adobe, or like the peach adobe, which should come similar to it. Kind of. It'll match it. Or I could just do it in redwood. I don't know. I don't even know if this building's going to be here, to be honest with you. I don't know if we're keeping all the buildings or not, so it might be something for a later on date. I don't know if we're keeping the buildings. I know some of the buildings we're keeping. If you look on the map here, these buildings here, these storefronts, we're keeping these. We'll probably break this one. We might even keep, yeah, we'll break this one down. We're going to break this one down. This is a house. We're going to have set districts. You know, this will be in a housing area here. These 2 blocks here, there'll be a housing area. This is a police station. We're keeping the police station. We decided that. We'll have a fire, ambulance, probably a, trying to think, I can't think of it. It's whatever. And this will be a shopping area. So this building will go and this building will go. We'll have to redo a working stiffs because the working stiffs is up here. We'll redo a working stiffs and a Shamway Foods, which is right here. We're going to have to redo those. There's going to be one set shopping area, which will be this area here. It might even extend up into this block too. It'll be a shopping district. So we're trying to make it all. This is going to be town center, town hall, whatever. That's why we marked it with the X's. It's going to be a very weird design and difficult build, but that's how I clean up. Well, good news is it does count. So they're not spawning on this. They're spawning inside these buildings, which this one isn't a big deal. It's made of wood. I can easily lay a player-laid block on it. Curious question I'd like to know, honestly, is if you upgrade the block, does it count? So if you upgrade the block with your own materials, does it now become a player block, or does it stay a block that was laid already? I haven't figured that out yet. I don't think I've had anybody tell me that either. Or I have had anybody tell me that. So I don't know. I have to do some digging and research into that. But I feel like if you upgrade a block, it should kind of switch it, because it's no longer a block that was in the game. You altered it, so it should kind of switch to a player-laid block, but it may not, for all I know. So I know the Shamway Foods isn't going to be here anymore. These 2 buildings probably aren't going to be here anyways, so I'm not really... Yeah, I'll have to look into that a little bit. If I get any information, I'll send you a message and let you know if it worked. So good news is I don't have to dig this out 2 blocks down. I just have to get rid... I just have to lay them back over and finish what I was doing. But I'll be working on it today and a little bit tomorrow morning. If Al's on, we'll show you his build tomorrow. But we've been experimenting with some things. You've seen the zombie in there, so obviously they spawn in the buildings. So the buildings that we're keeping, we are either going to have to... I'm going to have to look into the upgrading the block method, or look into probably just ripping the blocks up on the floor, because they're not going to spawn on the walls. I mean, that's for sure. And they don't spawn on the roofs. They spawn on the ground, or on ground level or floor level. I don't see them spawning on the roof or anything like that, so I don't think we have to do that. Which would be nice to know, especially if we're going to be planning on doing these. This is a housing area, because there's a bunch of houses here already. Yeah, thanks, man. Have a good day, Mr. Crow. I'll see you later, man. So, yeah, get a chance, guys, check out Mr. Crow's channel. He's got good stuff. He's a good guy. He watches my streams. I watch his when I get a chance to. So, yeah, these houses will be here, guys. We're going to have to figure out that method. We'll work on it. We'll see what happens, what goes on. Unfortunately, Al and Ace aren't here today, so it's going to kind of be a short stream. We'll probably save a Horde Night stream for tomorrow. I believe Horde Night is on day 84. So tomorrow, probably do a Horde Night stream for you guys. It'll probably be in the morning. That's just my availability for tomorrow. Weekends, probably not for me. As you guys know, I've said that before. I don't really do the weekends too much. I try to do them when I can, but not too much. It just doesn't work with my schedule. So that'll be it for today, guys. And you guys did or watching now or watched, you know, a little later in the stream, if you go back to the beginning of the stream, you'll see the old world that we had, and I toured you around that base, which was pretty, a lot of work went into that. It was pretty cool. It was on day, I think we're on day 75 in that world. So if you guys get a chance, check it out. And I will see you guys in the next stream. If you get a chance, drop me a like and subscribe, and I'd greatly appreciate it. And I'll try to give you guys, keep bringing you content. We're going to try to do some more games pretty soon here, other than just 7 Days to Die. We're going to try to get into maybe some Grand Theft Auto a little bit here and there. And we're going to check out some other games. There's a new game coming out. I believe it's already out, actually. I think it came out on the 8th. It's called Conan. If you guys get a chance, check it out on the PlayStation Store. It's very similar to this game. Kind of has a little bit of gameplay of almost like Ark. But it's a little different, too. It's not the same as Ark. It's set like almost in kind of like an Armageddon style setting, just like 7 Days to Die is, but it's a little bit different. It's not 7 Days to Die. It's a different company. But if you check it out, I think it's called Conan Exiles is the full name. So check it out on the PlayStation Store. I think it's out. Should be getting it pretty soon. Be checking it out. When I get it, I'll pop up the first stream when I get it, and we will check it out and see how it is. You guys can leave comments below, rate it, see what you think of it, the gameplay of it and everything. And that'll be it for today's stream. So guys, like I said, if you get a chance, drop me a like and a subscribe. I'd appreciate it. And have a good day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow in the next stream.